Hello, welcome to Family Movie Night, where we'll be talking about what we watch for Family Movie Night. My name is Mike, and today we are talking about Hercules. No, not the legendary adventures of Hercules, not the many, many attempts to reboot Hercules for the 21st century with either The Rock or somebody else or Roy Kent or what have you. We're talking about the 1997 Disney version. Premise of this, the son of Zeus and Hera is stripped of his immortality as an infant and must become a true hero in order to reclaim it. This is directed by Ron Clement, John Musker, and this is kind of the tail end of the Disney Renaissance of the 90s when not really focusing as much on princesses, where you get things like you've got this, you've got the Hunchback of Notre Dame, you have Mulan, you have Tarzan, and that's kind of where the Disney Renaissance ends right there. But this also has the voice talents of Tate Donovan as Hercules, Susan Egan as Meg, James Woods as Hades, and then Danny DeVito as Phil. Now, the reason why I decided to talk about Hercules is because every night before the kids go to sleep, I talk with them about, we put on a bedtime story. And the bedtime story is usually one of two things over the last couple of what feels like months. We have one instance where we are listening to a Mickey Mouse centric story called Mickey's Spooky Night. And then the second instance, we're usually listening to Hercules. So we have been listening to this a lot. And I gotta say, Hercules is one of my favorite Disney movies, perhaps ever, actually, because there is something about this that I love so much. And it's probably the combination of, let's just call it what it is. This is more geared towards boys a little bit. So I did greatly appreciate that. It's got an interesting story for something that I like, which is Greek mythology. I like all the Greek mythology, even though it kind of skirts around all the things like incest and sexual assault and all of that stuff, which, thanks Disney for doing that. But I think the biggest thing is the music. The music in this is really great with the gospel feel and the muses kind of narrating the story from beginning to end. So the action sequences are a lot of fun. Oh, and I guess going back to the music specifically, so it's hard to pick which song is really great because the opening scene, the gospel truth one, where they're telling the story through vases is really great. Then you've got the main song, which is this Go the Distance song, which as a distance runner in high school, this was something that I listened to a lot, quite a bit. The Zero to Hero song is really, really outstanding as well. A great way to showcase a montage of all the different things that Hercules is doing, but then also Meg's song as well. The I Won't Say I'm in Love. That's a great song too, and I think Meg is a pretty underrated Disney heroine. Can't quite call her a Disney princess, but she's pretty high up there. So I think for her, it's because she's super sassy and she's just really great in a lot of ways. So I really like Meg as a character. So a couple other things I like about this. I think Baby Hercules was adorable, and Baby Hercules paired with Baby Pegasus was really great too. I thought the writing in this was really smart, putting in some just random jokes for the adults there, like the Narcissus joke about Narcissus. We haven't seen something like this since Narcissus discovered himself. I thought that was a nice touch. And then the one that gets me each time because I was way older. I was an adult when I finally realized this. When Hercules goes to Thebes and he's on his first, trying to help out those boys. When they're like, somebody call IXII, I didn't realize that meant 911. Not until I was an adult. That is so that's fun and smart writing, so I'll give it that. Danny DeVito is just a great shepherd of all the different things. Danny DeVito is a great shepherd for Hercules, training him to be the person that he is, and then just going the distance and just being tough, being being a great mentor as well. James Woods' performance as Hades will go down as like an all-timer. He's really, really outstanding in a lot of ways. So I really like that. Pain and Panic. Matt Frewer as Pain, and then Bobcat Goldthwait as Pain. Both of them are amazing henchmen. And then the whole thing that they say is if is good. I thought that was really great as well. Zeus is an interesting addition, specifically the whole thing with Rip Torn as the voice, and then trying to get Hercules to realize that a true hero is not measured by the size of his strength, but strength of his heart. I think that was a good lesson. I think it was bad execution at the end of the day, because they're trying to show that, hey, you need to like sacrifice yourself in order to, like, for particularly for someone you love, in order to be defined as a true hero. But Hercules is sacrificing himself plenty of times for complete strangers and the people that he does care about. So I don't understand how that's any different, but whatever, it's fine. The action sequence, there's a couple action sequences that are really top notch. So the Hydra scene, clearly computer generated, very much ahead of its time. So that was really great. And then the sequences with all the gods fighting against the Titans and Hades, that was really great as well. I did like that this did not like completely dissolve into a fist fight between Hercules and Hades. I think that was kind of a nice touch with the Fates trying to snip the life string, but then all of a sudden they can't. So that was good as well. I don't really have a whole lot that I don't like about this movie. It's just really great, and this is something that I know Gwen watched a lot when she was younger. I cannot wait to show this to Mimi, even though I'm not sure she's gonna like it as much. But Hercules is one of the all-time greats, and one that I just adore to pieces. So definitely encourage anyone to just check it out, watch it, and to go from there. That's going to do it for this episode of Family Movie Night. That's going to do it for this episode of Family Movie Night. Be sure to like, rate, and subscribe to anything and everything SPDM Crew, wherever you get your podcast. Join us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Blue Sky at SPDM Crew. Check out our website at com. Follow us on Letterboxd at T2452, and follow our list labeled Family Movie Night. Shout out to High Flyer Creative Studios for making our awesome logo. Greatly appreciate their support. If you have any marketing, logo, or brand standard needs, contact them at highflyercreative.com. Check out the other shows on our network. We're really proud of all the shows that we have on the network. I greatly appreciate everyone's commitment and everyone who's just doing a fantastic job. So please support the other shows on the network. And finally, if you've got a podcast idea, check out if you've got a podcast idea or you're interested in being part of the SPDM crew as a guest or collaborating, email us at spdmcrew@gmail.com. Until next time, happy watching, friends.